yesterday with one of my buddies, man.
Who was that?
You know him as the Undertaker.
You were playing golf with the Undertaker?
Yeah.
You like how you're trying to like put that in casually?
No, I'm serious.
You might know him as the Undertaker.
You know him as the Undertaker, but I know him as Mark, man. We go way back to the early days of our career. We crossed paths, and then we became really, really good friends when I came to WWE. Literally was the guy that then again, I would say gave me the rub. You know what I mean? I'm always talking about the rub. You know what I mean? When you get the rub, everything is good. And I remember Undertaker after I can't remember how long it was. I was in WWE, and I was dressing in the locker room with the boys, and in the boys' locker room, man, it's a huge locker room. It's a lot of boys and a lot of bags. A lot of guys been on the road, coming off the road. Their bag may not smell too good. You know what I mean? But that's just part of the game. And I went along with it. I always say you got to know how to make it in the locker room before you have a chance at making it in the ring. And it's probably like that in most sports. But the Undertaker, after a while, I ran across him in the hallway. I'm going to put my stuff in the locker room, and he saw me and said, "Hey man, why don't you come over here and dress with us?" And I was like, in the TV locker room, and they're like, "Yeah man, bring your stuff over here, man." And from that day on, I dressed in the TV locker room. Man, the TV locker room, it was like the upper echelon guys, because that's where all of the TV guys hung out. We didn't really want to invade their space, but certain guys, they kind of wanted to invade their space. They wanted to be a part of the boys and part of the crew as well. So when I got invited into the TV locker room by the Undertaker, I was like, man, okay, I'm gonna move it up. You know what I mean? But and as well as I remember my first WrestleMania I was in, and I was getting ready to go out the curtain, and Undertaker was sitting at the control table there with Vince and Gorilla, and he say, "Hey man, just take it all in, man. Take a moment and just take it all." He didn't have to do that, but he just told me that. And I went out, and I think it was 60 or 70,000 people that night, and I'm so glad he told me that, because I had tunnel vision, thinking get to the ring, do my normal, but just taking that one brief little moment right there. But yeah, man, we played golf yesterday, man, on a beautiful course. I'm in this residency where we live in Austin, and I tell you, man, it was awesome, a beautiful PGA like course. He said a lot of the PGA guys actually, when they come in town, that's where they come and play it. And I'm talking about the fairway was like video game, like, you know what I mean? And the greens was like butter. You know what I mean? You barely touch it, man. The ball go 10 feet. It was just, it was beautiful, man. We played in the evening time, man. We had a few straighteners to go with it. You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean?
Golfers, that's golf terms.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We had a few straighteners to go along with the game.
I pick up your drift.
You get me? You get me?
How did you play, and then how did he play? Because have you ever played golf with Taker before?
Actually, we've done a little bit.
A little bit.
This is the first time we actually got together, and played a short round. I think we played like 10 holes, but actually the first hole was a par 5, and he say he hadn't played in some time. He had brand new clubs, and first time he was using them, and he birdied the first hole. Yeah, man. And I parred the first hole, but I played. Pretty good. I played some really, really good golf yesterday, man. I mean, I impressed myself actually at certain times, man. And it was such a good time. Him and I just out there fellowshipping. Two of the boys, 2 Texas boys,
2 H-Town boys,
2 H-Town boys. We just felt like, man, we needed to get together just because of what's going on right now, and we shot a short video as well with the wives, lovely Charmel and Mimi. Kids running around in the background, just because we just want to let people know, man, hey, it ain't that hard to get along. It's really not. And so and that's the first time him and I ever did something like that. I stayed at his house, beautiful house, beautiful daughter, the dog that they have been all over me, so it was a great 24 hours for me and the family just to get away for a second and release. And
but you didn't say How was Taker's golf game?
Well, I don't want to talk about the rest of it.
But his drives were great.
No, the first hole was a monster.
That's right.
You know what I mean? The first hole, you know, he definitely put it down.
That's like saying, how was the movie? The first 15 minutes were really good.
No, but at the end of the game, he was caddying for me. No, we had a good time, man. We'll get him on the show, man, and definitely we can talk about it a little bit more. But
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
it was definitely a great weekend. I'm serious, man. Serious, man. Serious. We got a lot to talk about, like I say.